Yo, what's good guys, it's Mr. Undiscovered and you're watching Undiscovered TV. Today I'm walking you through trend predictions for 2025. Now these are all based on observation. Obviously with Undiscovered, I'm able to see so much of what's happening and see where stuff is moving to. So through that, I'm able to just make these predictions very much based off my observations. If you're new here, we're a platform documenting streetwear culture and the rise of emerging clothing brands globally. Subscribe, stay connected on our other socials, and yeah, enjoy. Now Undiscovered's theme for trend predictions 2025 is there's something for everyone. When I say there's something for everyone, with that I mean there's a power shift in who gets to call the shots. The power is now in the people. As consumers get more vocal and independent in their personal styles, tastes and demands, brands will have to shift strategies and actually listen to those voices. Instead of brands telling us what's cool, we as a people are telling brands what's cool, what's in and what's out. We're dictating the culture. Trends dying quicker than ever, personal styles increasing more and more, and emerging clothing brands competing with established brands are a few of the signs showcasing how the industry elites are losing their influential grip on the culture. The following trend predictions will spark from this theme. The brands that listen to the right consumers and come up with creative and meaningful ideas will win in 2025. Trend prediction number 1, the Great Divide. While one thing may continue to grow and develop, another side will go the other way, simply because of the saturation and sameness of everything. The polarity between opposites is growing stronger. We've reached peak nostalgia and Y2K aesthetic, so much so that there's been a conversation about how both are just overdone. People will shift and demand fresh ideas that stand present in today's times. In another world where brands are stripping back logos, losing both character and identity, it will give way for other brands to stand strongly on their characters and identities. The humanization of brands is on the rise in hopes of a closer connection to consumers. Lastly, while streetwear has somewhat lost its core essence, the emerging brands of today will bring that OG streetwear feeling back. Led by Cortez, the influence has already been seen in the scene, and the side effect will see a range of clothing brands bringing back that OG streetwear feel. Now this next trend prediction is a bit ironic, but trends will hold less weight. The lifespan of a trend is currently shortening. People are caring less and less about what's hot and what's trending. Individual taste and style is up, therefore pushing people away from doing what everyone else is doing. People are becoming bolder and more confident in their dressing, integrating different styles in their wardrobes and appropriating uniforms from complete different worlds, i.e. ballet shoes and ski masks. Established brands following these online trends that consumers have created has added to the shortened lifespans of these trends. Although it might seem like a smart move sometimes and it can actually work out well, especially when a company does it on point, it just gets to the point where you're either late or just cringe jumping on it. We saw with the retro placement format trend, which had a lifespan of no longer than a week. The next trend prediction is the AI embracement. Now, AI won't replace artists, designers, service providers, etc., but it will be utilized to get a step ahead of the competition. Those who can use AI to enhance workflows, creativity and business will get the upper hand over their counterparts. AI is growing rapidly. Photoshop is expanding its AI toolset, and fashion-forward AI software will be introduced and embraced by the industry. Artists and designers and service providers will have to learn how to work alongside AI to improve business and win over the hearts of consumers, as opposed to letting AI lead business, especially in all creative fields of business. Now, consumers are still very reluctant to AI, so striking the correct balance where AI is using the back end as opposed to the front end will be the sweet spot. Don't be out here doing AI-based campaigns and AI-led things where it's at the forefront for everyone to see. Using the back end behind the scenes of your clothing brand to enhance your work. Slimmer jeans are creeping back in. Now some of you will hate this, but in 2024 we notice a lot of jeans with slimmer fits. It won't take over just yet. I think baggy is still in for a good couple of years, but again, personal styles and individual tastes will have people seeking ways to stand out and go against the grain. Slimmer jeans are a viable option to further broaden the scope of one's wardrobe, and people will go for it. The next trend prediction is more niche brands. Our world of underground fashion and emerging designers is only going to grow, and with that comes brands with more niche concepts. As consumer demands for things that speak to them increase, it will open up the way for more niche brands to be born and find their audience. Brands with weirder, cooler, more creative and more specific concepts will rise, attending to anyone's personal taste. It will open up the floodgates to tap into areas that have been uncatered for, and as a result, the internet will allow consumers to find something that resonates with them and their needs. The next prediction is collaborations and crossovers. Expect more unexpected collabs and crossovers. We're seeing a lot of it right now. Luxury brands crossing over to food and beverage by opening cafes, collabs with fine dining and hospitality brands, the automotive industry and fashion integrating. Part of fashion's growth comes in the form of commercialism, where it seamlessly integrates into different industries as opposed to just collaborations between fashion brands. Now the next prediction, and one of my favorites, is the attention Royal Rumble. Consumers are fried with new content, products and online figures to keep up with. Brands are going to have to keep thinking and innovating how to not only hook, but also keep the attention of brands, not only digitally, but also physically through IRL activations and events. Consumers are so spoiled for choice that they want a taste of everything. Expect more creative collabs, marketing techniques, designs, and brand concepts as brands of all sizes fight for the attention of their target customer. With the overstimulation from choice and variety, expect consumers to seek more escapism in their lives from the digital world and the rat race. This will come in the form of self-improvement and seeking alternative lives away from the real world. Brands that can cater to that will take huge leaps in building their customer base. The next trend prediction is storytelling and depth. Adding to the last point, the constant fight for attention will come at the cost of quick surface level moves by brands, but people see through the BS and recognize when something was done for the quick buck or for the shock value. The quick dopamine hits of the meaningless ideas don't last and are forgotten by the weeks. Fashion and social media move at such fast pace, but surprisingly, there are people who care for the meaning and backstory behind concepts. The brands that can bring a level of depth, tell stories, and make meaningful stuff will attract consumers that actually care and stay loyal to the brand in the long term. The jump in storytelling content and concepts is something a lot more people are gravitating to and taking the time to pay attention to. In a world where meaningless and tasteless stuff is constantly pumped out, prioritize things that make sense, have depth to them, and tell a story. The next trend prediction is fashion tech. Now, fashion tech isn't something new, but in 2024, there was quite a knack for it, to the point where we'll see its biggest jump yet in 2025. The likes of Nike tapping into 3D print put 3D print into a spotlight, which will go on to influence other brands to follow. Merchel's viral puffer jackets, both heat and water reactive, will feed onto the curiosity of designers thinking, how can I take this further, or what else can I do? Expect a wider range of reactive materials and products that use both heat and water reactive material. We had a fair share of pieces that focus on functionality and customization, again, catering to different personal tastes and swags. If you're able to give consumers different options on how to wear and style things, you've got a dub. Functionality and customization will be some of the key things within this trend prediction. The next trend prediction is a material, which is plaid or plaid, depending on where you're from. But toward the end of last year, we saw a lot more plaid than ever before. It's always been something that's lingered in the background, but it took center stage during the peak streetwear era where it was starred with hypebeast fits. Now, we spoke to a couple of manufacturers and they saw an increase in orders for plaid and also said that flannels are coming back. Autumn will be peak times for it, and its increase in the latter part of 2024 is the ideal catapult into 2025. Now, our last trend prediction is community efforts. The days of just watching and consuming brands are over. People want to get involved and people want to be heard. Again, the power is in the people. They want to be active and look beyond being fed endless content. IRL activations and events are constantly rising, and taking consumers away from just the digital world will be huge in building that customer loyalty. But digital will come into it also. There's a fine balance. While IRL activities are location dependent, cutting out global consumers, brands that are able to tap into online communities for people have an added chance at building that customer loyalty. There's a rise in usage of online private communities where brands' most loyal followers can connect. Look at the likes of school.com and Instagram broadcast channels. We're going to see a lot more apps and features coming out that will compete with them. The use of WhatsApp groups, Telegram chats, Slack channels, and long-standing Discord. We can't forget about Discord, that's the OG. But these are all ways brands are accumulating secret societies for their brands. So having the balance of both in real life community and digital community is the key moving forward. These are all my trend predictions for 2025. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your prediction, what you predict. Put that in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of my predictions as well. If you disagree, agree, I'm ready to go in the comments, man. But that's all I got for you today. Make sure you subscribe, stay connected on the other socials. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.